That the penalty for abortion is often death is not a secret from women. They know this. They've seen it happen. Women who risk abortion are not concerned with the legality of their actions. They are willing to push the twisted end of a plastic hanger into their uteruses. They believe they have no other choice. The criminal penalty meant to stop abortion has not stopped millions of women. It has only stopped them from seeking help when they bleed. Criminalization has pushed them into the streets of Quiapo, outside the Church of the Black Nazarene, where the voices of priests echo in prayer, and tablets of Cytotec are sold 6 for 1,000 alongside plaster statues of the Virgin Mary. Her name is Susan, factory worker, wife of a husband who turns abusive when drunk and jobless, a woman who had no idea what family planning meant or that artificial contraception was an option.
Siyempre, noong mga time na yun, wala akong ginagamit na kontra para sa pagbubuntis ko. Nagbuntis uli ako. Siguro yung mga time na yun, mga pang-apat ko ng anak. Dahil nga iniisip ko na ganun ang mangyayari sa pamumuhay namin. Siguro naman sabi kong ganun, mauunawaan na lang naman ako ng Diyos kung halimbawa gawin ko yung mga ganun na bagay. Ang sabi nila, inom ka ng ganito, inom ka ng ganun. Pero ganun pa man, ginawa ko rin. Meron dyan tumalon ako sa bintana, meron hindi ako kumakain. Isang araw na may hiningi ako na mapait. Isang baso lang yun na hiningi ko. Yun, ininom ko yun. Tapos, nung mga bandang hapon na, parang sumakit na yung tiyan ko. Sabi ko, parang naiihi ako. Yun na, may nalaglag na parang konting dugo. Tapos dire-diretso na siya. Sirit siya talaga parang gripo. 1 week akong nakahiga, pero sige pa rin ang bleeding ko. Magdesisyon ka, sabi sa mister ko na, kung gusto ninyo, isugod natin sa hospital yan, pero isasanla natin ang bahay nyo kasi wala tayong pera. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, sabi ko gano'n sa kanya, kung talagang kukunin mo na, kukunin mo ko. Kasi sabi ko, baka kasalanan ng ginawa ko, sabi ko gano'n sa kanya. Pero, sabi ko, kung nauunawaan mo ko, at hindi ka natutulog, sabi kong gano'n sa kanya, bubuhayin mo ko para sa mga anak ko.
This is the sort of woman Roy Lugoles calls a criminal. Susan is one of many women who find themselves with unplanned pregnancies and who are unaware or confused when it comes to family planning.
There's no question that there is a direct relationship between the rise of abortion cases and the lack of contraceptives and reproductive health services.
If women don't have unwanted pregnancies, then definitely the number of women seeking abortions will go down, because that's one of the main reasons why a woman would seek an abortion.
The battleground for reproductive rights is the Reproductive Health Bill, which reached plenary in Congress after 14 years. The bill seeks to step up the promotion of both natural and artificial methods of family planning, offering free contraception and education in public health centers. It stalled in the 14th Congress, largely due to the vigorous Catholic Church lobby.
Anyone can advocate whatever it is they like because we're a democratic institution. The problem is, why should they determine policy?
But the state cannot help it if majority of our citizens are Catholics. The Catholic Church has the responsibility to teach what is our morality.
We are a secular state. We are not a religious state. The state cannot establish a religion, and establishment means giving preference to a particular religion. By putting the teachings of one church into laws, then they are in fact giving preference to one religion at the expense of all the others. This is a violation of the separation of church and state.
If you look at the concept of separation of church and state, it is basically that the state should not interfere in church matters. It is not the church interfering in state matters. For example, if the church would like to have masses on a Sunday, the state cannot interfere.
I blame mainly the legislators, the state, for yielding to the threats of the church.
Attorney Dindo Garciano, president of the Alliance for Family Foundation, does not believe there is a need for legislation supporting reproductive health.
If you can buy condoms in Mercury Drug or in in drugstores left and right. Is there a need for legislation to legalize it? Anyway, you can buy it already.
It's not made available where it is most wanted. No? Sino bang higit na nangangailangan dito? Yung hindi makabili.
The church believes that contraception encourages sex for pleasure, a phenomenon it is unwilling to allow.
It's wrong to separate sex from the whole idea of reproduction. If you do it just for pleasure, it's wrong.
It is a statement that contradicts the church stand. After all, the church promotes natural family planning for married couples. Done successfully, natural family planning allows couples to have sex while avoiding pregnancy, perhaps because the sex is for pleasure.
We believe the so-called artificial contraceptions that you're talking about are the pill and the condom, and they're injurious to your health. They don't really prevent conception.
The church also believes that reproductive health is a means for Western governments to control the Philippines.
They don't want us here in this country to reproduce. They want to control our population. They don't want us to grow. They'll stop our growth by hook or by crook, and our people don't know it. Do you want to be controlled by another government?
When the church comes into secular space and says, condoms don't protect against HIV/AIDS, or when they say things like, you should not give contraceptives because it's good for national development. Let's not naman treat them as if they are privileged because pumasok na sila sa secular space, awayan na dito. Here's where we have to say, what are the facts? Where are your studies? And why the hell should your voice be privileged over other Filipino voices?
In Manila, Executive Order 003, a measure introduced by former Manila Mayor Lito Atienza, prohibits the provision of modern contraceptives in the city's public health clinics. Studies reveal a higher incidence of abortion in Manila than in any other part of the country.
You can make your own judgments, but your judgments must be in consonance with our culture. And our culture is a culture which values life, which values family.
Bakit? Mapupunan ba nila yung pagkukulang ng asawa ko? Pakakainin ba nila kami? Bibigyan ba kami ng trabaho para lang masuportahan namin ang pag-aaral ng mga anak ko? Hindi ako sa kanila. Mas maganda talaga yung meron kang contraceptives.